Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. So today we are doing a tag video. I'm really excited. My friend Maria, or Agape Love Girl, I will have her video linked down below. She just created the Boujee tag. I think that's what it's called. Is it called the Boujee tag? The Boujee Guru tag. She also did the not the average booty guru tag. I'll just have her channel linked down below. But she just created the Boujee Guru tag. Like, I watched it yesterday and I wanted to film a tag video today anyway, so I'm gonna do her tag because it sounded fun. I like the idea of it. It's basically just questions, kind of seeing how bougie of a makeup enthusiast or just beauty enthusiast in general you are. I have a feeling I'm not, but we will see as I answer these questions. I'm excited about it. Let's just dive in. I don't want to ramble too long because I might ramble a lot during these questions because I'm feeling very chatty today. Number one, would you rather buy one expensive or luxury item or buy several items with the same amount of money? 100,000% buy more items with the same amount of money. I have gotten much more cheap in my years. I feel like when I first started getting into makeup, I was all about buying everything in Sephora, everything expensive, and now I am so much more on the cheaper kick, especially with complexion products. It's so hard for me to spend like big money on complexion products, so I would so much rather just spend the same amount of money on a lot of things than one big thing. However, there are exceptions. Like, in some cases, I would probably rather spend like $40 on an eyeshadow palette than get $40 worth of Colourpop, depending on how bad I want that item. But as a general rule, I would much prefer to buy more things for the same amount of money as one thing. Number two, when it comes to beauty products, do you believe the phrase, you get what you pay for? So in some cases, I firmly believe in that phrase, like when you're getting a service provided for you, like a tattoo or getting your hair done or things like that. But when it comes to actual physical makeup items or even beauty items, yes and no. If we're talking about makeup specifically, I don't agree with it because, like I said, especially with complexion products and stuff, I've gotten very cheap, and I've found that I like a lot of my more affordable options way more than my higher end options that I used to like. Not to say that those options are bad, but I find plenty of things in the cheaper realm that are good. However, there are, of course, not so great things in the cheaper end, but there's also not so great things with the more expensive. I don't think it's all about the price. It's more so about the brand and the formula and how they do things and just preferences in general. So with makeup, I don't agree with that. However, with hair care beauty items and skin care beauty items, for the most part, I do agree you get what you pay for. More expensive professional grade shampoos and styling products are going to be a lot better for your hair than cheaper things. I am a professional hairstylist, but even before I was licensed, I did notice a big difference with more professional grade stuff versus cheaper stuff. I haven't really found good cheap alternatives for things. And I would like to find good cheap alternatives just to be able to recommend to people that can't spend that kind of money. But professional, more expensive is the way to go with that. And same with skincare. I always have better luck with more expensive stuff. I do have luck with Pixie products, which are on the cheaper end, but for the most part, I have better luck with more expensive skincare than cheaper skincare. Number three, what's the most expensive beauty item you've purchased with your own money? That's a good question. Let me think about that. I feel like probably an eyeshadow palette. Like, I think once upon a time I bought one of the Urban Decay Vice palettes, which I do not have anymore. I got rid of it a long time ago. I want to say that was probably $55 or $60. I think that's the most I've ever spent on one single makeup item. Granted, it is a whole palette, but I don't think I've spent more money on one item than I did then. And that was back when I was broke. I had like no money to spend. I must have saved up for a while to splurge on that. And I remember not loving it that much, which is very sad. But I think it was like an Urban Decay Vice palette, or even like the Urban Decay Naked palettes. I've purchased the Smoky and the Heat, and both of those I think were $54, which is a lot of money. I think my limit on what I'm willing to spend on a palette now is like $50 is like the limit. I would prefer not to go above $40 or $45 though. I don't know. I don't want to spend that kind of money on makeup anymore because, like I said, you can get so many good things for very affordable. Like, some of my favorite palettes ever are from like Menagerie or even Colourpop, for instance, and those are so cheap. Number four, are you willing to buy products at full price, or do you usually wait for a sale or a discount code? If I want it bad enough, I absolutely will buy it full price. However, I always do a Google search first. Is there a coupon code? Is there a discount code? I don't care whose code it is. Can I get a discount in some way, shape, or form? But if there isn't a code, I will buy it full price. But I do always take those extra few minutes just to scour the internet, really quick, see if I can find a discount code. A lot of the times if I don't already know a code, I'm not just gonna stumble upon one, but yeah, I obviously would prefer to save money, but I'm not necessarily gonna wait until it goes on sale way down the road if I want it right that second. Especially with me doing YouTube and filming videos, it is more beneficial for me if I see a new palette coming out, if I buy it and try to review it for you guys early, rather than wait a million years for a sale. Because if anything, I'd prefer to get this review out for you guys so that those of you who like to wait for sales can know if it's worth waiting for, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I do like to use a discount code if I can get one, but I will buy it full price as well. Number 5, where do you shop for beauty products the most? I feel like lately it's just been individual indie brand sites. Colourpop I shop at a lot, but as far as like an actual all-encompassing store, probably Ulta. I don't really shop at Sephora too much anymore. I started a rule at the beginning of last year where if I can buy it at Ulta rather than Sephora, I need to only buy it at Ulta because the point system is better. So because of that, I just haven't really been buying at Sephora very often. The only things I really buy from there anymore are Milk makeup things, or like my House of Lashes lash glue I get from there. But Ulta's probably where I buy the most things. But like I said, I haven't even been buying there too much. I feel like this year it's more so been individual indie brand sites when they are releasing things that I'm interested in. Number 6, how often do you get your nails and or hair done? My nails, I go every 2 weeks to get them filled. It's just something I do for myself. I love having my nails done. I like having my long nails. My natural nails are very flimsy, but also I have a bad anxiety tick where if I don't have acrylics and my nails are natural, I pick at the sides of my thumbs so bad. They get so nasty and bloody and gross. And honestly, having acrylics, I don't do that ever. I don't know what it is. Even recently, I had my nails taken off for about 3 or 4 months while I was waiting for one of my nails to heal because I ruined it, frankly. And I'd had my nails for probably close to 2 years straight, and I still immediately went back to picking. So having nails is just a necessity for me in that case because I don't want to ruin my fingers. Plus, I also use these as a tool in my salon. I can use them to part hair a little bit easier. It's really nice to get in there and scrub. So I do my nails every other week. I get them filled. As far as my hair, I probably relighten my roots every 2 to 3 months, and I refresh my actual fun colors probably every 4 to 6 weeks, just depending on what it's looking like. I don't get it cut as often as I should. Even being a hairstylist, I just do not take time for that. Probably every 3 or 4 months, which is not good. I should be doing it every like 2 to 3 months, but you know, life gets in the way. So yeah, that's the answer to that, I guess. Number 7, do you prefer long or short nails? I feel like I already kind of mentioned this, but definitely long nails. These are even a little short for me, but I wanted to get used to having long nails and let them grow longer when I got them put back on a few weeks ago. I love long nails though. I think it looks so good. Once in a while I'll have my acrylics cut short because it's nice to just have access to my fingertips. But for the most part, I like my long nails. I think it looks really pretty. Number 8, which makeup brush brand is your favorite? 100% Spectrum and Luxie, and those are not cheap brush brands. They're not the most expensive, but they're not cheap. I just love them so much. They can't be beat in my eyes. I adore the bristles. They are so high quality. They always go back to shape after washing them. And some of my Luxie brushes I've had for a few years because I got in Ipsy bags and stuff like that, and they are still like just as great as ever. I do like some cheaper brands, like I like the BH Cosmetics brushes. I still have some Wet n Wild brushes, even though I don't buy from them anymore. I still have some and I'm gonna use them. I'm not just gonna throw them away, but I did like those brushes and those are cheap. What else do I like that's more affordable? I do not like Morphe brushes, however the Elite collection specifically are actually pretty good quality. I don't plan on buying any from them, I just don't feel the need to, but if you really do desperately need to buy Morphe brushes, I recommend the Elite collection only and no sets, individuals, because the sets are always worse quality. I don't know why. As far as actual favorites though, Luxie and Spectrum are my favorites. They are so good, and I've bought in sets from both of them and they're amazing. I've never had issues, and I like that Spectrum brushes specifically. I have a few of the brushes that are the same, but they're different colors, which I think is cute and fun and fresh. Number 9, high-end or drugstore mascara. I literally don't care. I have a drugstore mascara I'm using right now, but I've also used like the Milk Makeup Kush mascara. I love the Too Faced Better Than Sex for a very long time, but I also have loved like cheap NYX mascaras. I really don't care. My only stipulation with mascara is that it doesn't transfer on my skin throughout the day on my lower lash line. That's literally my only stipulation. I do wear lashes most days, but my lashes naturally are just so stubby. They're so straight. They don't hold a curl. They don't ever look long. They don't ever look voluminous. They're just there. So mascara, no matter what it is, has never made my lashes look enhanced or pretty. So I literally don't care what mascara it is as long as it doesn't transfer. So I mean, for the most part, if I'm gonna buy one, I'm gonna buy a cheaper one because I just do not care. But I don't really have a good answer. It's not like I prefer drugstore over high-end. I just literally don't care. Just whatever's available is what I'll use. Number 10, think of your favorite makeup brand. Is it drugstore, high-end, luxury, or indie? Guys, I have a few favorite makeup brands. Like, I love Colourpop very much. I love Menagerie Cosmetics. I love Strobe Cosmetics. I love Ace Beaute. What's behind me? I love Give Me Glow. I love a lot of brands. I feel like for the most part though, my favorites are definitely indie. I'm an indie makeup lover. I think they are killing it lately and they're just getting better and better. The prices are usually fair. Not necessarily cheap, but I'd say fair. And even when they are more expensive indie brands, the quality is usually so good. I'm so into it. I love them. I guess indie is a good answer for that. And I probably didn't have to think about it too hard to answer that question. And I feel like all of you guys would have guessed it would have been indie. Number 11, considering your answers to these questions, do you think you're bougie? I don't know. I mean, I don't think I am. In some ways, I do think I might be a little high maintenance because I do get my nails done regularly. I do have high maintenance hair color to keep up with. I do buy a fair amount of makeup, even though I have slowed down a lot. So I might be high maintenance, but I don't think I'm bougie. I don't think I have to have the best of the best. I don't care about brand names necessarily, things like that. I'm gonna say no. But I'd like you guys to answer that for me. Based on my answers, do you think I'm bougie when it comes to makeup? If you do think I am, I would like to know why, considering I don't think I am. And yeah, I mean, also I'm wearing a cheap wig. This wig was like $30, so if that is the opposite of bougie, that's me. I had fun with this tag. It was very fun and it was interesting. I enjoyed doing it. I tag anyone that has a channel to do it, and if you guys don't have a channel, I would still like to hear some of your answers down below. It's always fun to get to know you even more, and I like these questions because they're questions you don't really see floating around in tags very often, so this was a great one. I enjoyed answering it. I enjoyed participating in it. One of these days I'll create my own tag. I'm just scared that I'll create one and nobody will care about it because I can't think of any good questions. But we'll see, maybe one day I'll create my own. If you enjoyed this tag video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe here before you leave. I post here most days as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.